and 31.
21. Okay. Because it is say a prime number, you can write it. You can write either one, 29 or 31. Up to you. One is enough because the question only asking a prime number, so it means only one number is enough. So it is each number is 1 mark. 28 1 mark, 27 1 mark, 29 1 mark. If you write 21 and 31, it's also 1 mark still, not 2 marks. Each number 1 mark. Okay. I will move to the next question. Please try to answer. If it is wrong, I will not give 0.5 or 0.25. If it is wrong, it will be directly 0. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused at question 1? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one get confused, I will move to question 2. For question 2, anyone want to help me to find? Oh, wait. Is my screen black? Wait. Is my screen black? I'll continue at question 2. Is there anyone who want to help me to write the answer? If I run off 356.31 into one decimal place, what number it will be? You can type it through the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself to tell me the answer. Yeah. Run off into one decimal place. So we take the until 3. After 3, it will be number 1. So it will be only 356.3. Something like this. Is there anyone who get confused or get different answer? Feel free to ask me. And if you think you don't want to say something and your your microphone is active, you can unmute yourself. You can mute yourself and unmute it when you want to tell me the answer or something. Okay.
Teacher, I think I wrote the number wrong.
Yeah, you write it like 35.6.3, right? Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Okay lah. Now for number 2, correct two significant figures. What number it will be if we run off into two significant figures? Am I still with you, or my internet gone or something? Hello?
No, teacher, you're still with us.
Because the class is
36, teacher.
quiet. The class is quiet and also the chat box is empty, or someone is answering through the chat box already. 360. Is there anyone who disagree and get confused? The answer only 360, not 360.00. When it is 360.00, it means the decimal will be counted as significant figures. If you answer it like this, it will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be having 5 significant figures. Yesterday, some of you write it as 360.00. The answer only 360, no decimal. Because when you put the decimal, the 0 after 6 will be counted as significant digit. Now, is there anyone who get confused at number 2 too? No? If no one get confused, let us move to question 2, 3. Correct to the nearest 100. What number it will be? Nearest 100, not nearest to significant figure or nearest 10. It's nearest 100. How many it will be? 400. Okay, thank
That's
you.
400.
Okay, good job. Is there anyone who get confused? 1 mark. Yeah, 1 mark of each answer. There is no 0.5 or 0.25. When it is wrong, so directly 0. For number 3, which one is a prime number? Which number is a prime number? 31.
31 and 37.
Yeah, 31 or 37. Just write it either one, no need to write it both of them. Because this is the question asking a prime number, so one answer is enough. Is there anyone who get confused? Hello? Is there anyone who get confused?
No, teacher.
Okay, if no one get confused, I will move to question 5. This class, yeah, I cannot see most of you. I only see some of you, and not all of you are answering my question, like unmuting yourself or type anything through the chat box. Please make me feel like you are still with me, still joining my class. Do not be so quiet in the class. You can type the answer through the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. Okay, for the question 4, the number is already to the nearest 0.1 kg. So it means I need to find 0.1 before 5 and 0.1 after 5. So the number it will be, what number it will be? 0.1 before 5 and 0.1 after 5. It will be 4.9 and also 5.1. But this is not the answer. This is not the answer because we need to find, if like this, it will be the upper bound and lower bound. We need to find the number in between 4.9 and 5, which is 4.95. And then the number in between 5 and 5.1, it will be 5.05. Please read the question to the nearest word. Because it is to the nearest 0.1, I need to find 0.1 before and after 5. After that, I find the number in between. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused? Please feel free to ask if you have any difficulties or getting confused. Do not stay quiet. It's okay to ask to clarify all your doubt. It will be better rather than you stay quiet and you keep all your doubt by yourself. Really, no one have difficulties? Okay, if no one have no difficulties, I will move to the question 5. Correct to one significant figures, the area of rectangle is 80. If one significant figures, the first significant digit is at 10 place. So it means I need to find 10 number before and after 80. They can be 70 and 90. After you found 70 and 90, I need to find the number in between. In between 70 and 80, it will be 75. In between 80 and 90, it will be 85. So the upper bound of 80, it will be 85. The lower bound of 80, it will be 75. Is there anyone who get confused to find the upper bound and lower bound? Yeah. If no one asks me any question, then I will assume that everyone already understand. I will move to the number 12. Number 12 is correct to two significant figures. So the second significant digit is at number 2. Number 2 at one place. So it means I need to find one number before 12 and one number after 12. They will be 11 and 13. After that, I need to find the number in between. It will be 11.5 and 12.5. And then now you read the question properly. Read the question properly. We already have the area of rectangle and also the length. We need to find the width. To find the formula is length times width. So length times L times W. We are going to find the width. So to find the width, I do A divided by L or A minus L. Area divided by the length or area minus the length, what do you think to find the width? My students are sleeping or going to somewhere else. Hello. Okay. What to do? How do we find the width? What things that I have to do to find the width? Is it area divided by length? Is it area times length? Is it area minus length? Is it area divided by length? Is it which one?
Height.
Yeah, area divided by length. So area divided by length. You know it is a division, so we need to find the lower bound of division. Lower bound of division, we have to take the upper bound of lower bound for the area. Which one do we have to take? Hello, are you still with me, my lovely student? For the area, I have to take the lower bound or upper bound. I have to take the lower bound of the area. And then for the width, I have to take the upper bound or lower bound. I have to take the upper bound because lower bound of division is lower bound divided by upper bound. So the answer will be 75 divided by 12.5, which is equals to 6. Is there anyone who get confused or do not understand still? Feel free to ask if you have any difficulties. Do not stay quiet. Okay, no one get confused? No? Okay, if no one get no confusion, I will move to the next question. Okay, for this question, we already, what do we have? Oh, sorry, this is still the same question, sorry. Yeah, now it's already question 6. For the question 6, now what do we have in the question 6? We have to order the number from the smallest to the highest. To check it, because it is a decimal, you check what number is it after the decimal place. So it is number 3, is it number 2, it is number 0, and it is number 5. Because we have to take from the smallest, we take the smallest one. The smallest one was 0.08 because 0 is smaller than 2, 3, and 5. So the first one will be 0.08. After that, we take the 0.2. After that, we take the 0.34. And then the last one is 0.5. Is there anyone who get confused or maybe I talk too fast or something? Please let me know. Do not stay quiet. Is there anyone who get confused? Really? No confusion? Okay, if no one get confused, let us move to question 7. Find the lowest common multiple of 32 and 80. My voice lagi, not audible enough.
No, teacher, you're fine.
Oh my god. Maybe for those who are lagi, if you are turning on the camera, you can try to switch off first. And then try to check if it is already get back to normal. Please kindly turn it on. It is a school rule that you have to keep your camera on during the online class. And this grade 9 is always breaking the rule, not turning on the camera. Okay, now let's move to question 7. 32 and 80. What is the LCM of 32 and 80? Hello, are you still there?
160.
160. Okay, good job. Is there anyone who get confused? If you have any confusion, feel free to ask me any question. Do not stay quiet. Okay, is there anything that I need to rediscuss it more from question 6 and 7 before I move to the next question? No question? Okay, I will move to the next question then, if no one get confused. Okay, for this question 8, we need to find the coldest place. If it is coldest, so it means the temperature will be the lowest one. Which city has the lowest temperature? Is it Helsinki, Chicago, London, Moscow, or Bangkok? Which place? Yes, it will be Chicago.
The answer is Chicago.
Yes, good job. And then now,
Chicago.
yes, I circle the answer, yeah. I circle the answer. Okay, I will type it. Chicago. That's the answer. For the question B, at 2 p.m., the temperature in Helsinki has increased by 4 degrees. So, what is the temperature at Helsinki at 2 p.m.? Anyone want to help me?
3.
3?
-3.
Okay. Is there anyone who get different answer and get confused? Feel free to ask. We do it like -7 plus 4. The answer is -3. Is there anyone who get confused still? Is there anyone? No?
No one.
No one? Okay. If no one get confused, I will move to the next question. Okay. For this question, what do we have to find? We have to find the result of this calculation. To find the result of this calculation, there is an addition and also multiply. Oh, wait, someone is getting confused before. I'll go back to the previous question. Sorry. Yeah. For the question 8A, to find the coldest one, we need to take the lowest degree. -7, -10, 3, -4, and 26. The lowest one was the -10. That's why the answer will be Chicago. And then for the question B, at 2 p.m., the temperature in Helsinki had increased by 4 degrees Celsius. Because it increased, so it means I need to do addition. For the Helsinki, before it -7. So -7 plus 4, it will be equals to -3. Is it clear enough for those who have a confusion? Or is still confusing? Clear enough? Clear enough? Okay.
Clear, teacher.
Okay, if it is clear, I'll move to the next question. In this question, we have the multiplication and also addition. Remember the BITMAS stuff, there is no bracket, so we can skip the bracket. There is no indices, so we will skip the indices. There is no division, so skip the division. But there is M for multiplication, so it means we need to do the multiplication first. So we do 3 plus 2 times -4, the answer will be -8. So the leftover one, we will just do the addition. 3 plus -8, the answer will be equals to -5. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one get no confusion, I will move to the next question. To the question B part 1. If we have to put a bracket in here, the bracket will not be at multiplication and addition. They will not be there because people will know that we have to do the multiplication and division first because we follow the BITMAS rule. So it will not be at this multiplication and division. So the things that we have to do, we have to check if I put in here. So it means I will do the bracket first. 5 plus 2 will be 7. Also, I will have 3 times 7 plus 2. There is a multiplication and addition. I will do the multiplication first. 3 times 7 will be equals to 21. 21 plus 2 will be equals to 23. Also, this is already correct. For the question B2, it will not be at the division, so it will be there. Now let us check division and bracket. Bracket first, right? Because BITMAS, so bracket first. So we do 4 plus 2 first. 4 plus 2 will be equals to 6, so 12 divided by 6. The answer is 2. So this is already correct. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one get no confusion, I will move to the next question. Oh, someone is asking me any question? Wait. 2 times 3 divided by 3. Okay. If we have this kind of case, wait. If we have 2 times 3 divided by 3. Okay. If we have this kind of equation, we know that it will be BITMAS, D and M. D and M in here, it doesn't mean that you always have to do division first. Division and multiplication is in the same level. So whatever comes first in this calculation, we do first. Because the things that come first is multiplication. So I will do 2 times 3 first, which is equals to 6. And then 6 divided by 3, the answer will be equals to 2. Is it clear enough for those who ask me a question? Do the same thing for the addition and subtraction. It doesn't mean that the addition will, you have to do the addition first, then the subtraction later. No. Addition and subtraction are in the same level. Whatever comes first, you do first. So just same like this case, this is the multiplication come first, so I will do multiplication first, not the division first. Is there anyone still having difficulties on the BitMath stuff? Feel free to ask. No? Or have? Okay. Thank you. If you have no confusion, I will move to the next question. For this question, without using a calculator, work out for this addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. If we do the division, most of you take the addition. So I will check the addition first. For the addition in here, I will change this one into improper number. If you do not change it into improper fraction, also fine. I will change it into improper fraction, which is 5 per 3. If you already have the 5 per 3, you already get 1 mark. Plus 5 per 7. If you already get the 5 per 3, you will get 1 mark. And then now we know that the denominator are not the same. So we can make all the denominator in the same level. Make it into out of 21, all of them. So it will be 15 by 21 plus, 35 first. 35 by, it will be 35 by 21 minus 15 by 21. You can change all the number into the same denominator, you will get another 1 mark. So when we find the result will be 35 minus 15, it will be this is plus. So 35 plus 15, it will be equals to 50. So it will be 50 by 21. Because the question is asking in the simplest form, if you answer it at 50 by 21, you will not get any other mark. The other mark is the final answer when you already get 8 by 8 by 21 is the final answer. So if you only write the answer and do not show the steps, you will be only having the 1 mark. The final answer is 1 mark. Changing the mixed number into improper number will be 1 mark. Making the fraction into the same denominator will be 1 mark. So the total will be 3 marks. If you do not show the step, you will be losing 2 marks. Because the question, write down all the steps. So it means you have to write all the steps. For the division, for the subtraction, you will be also doing the same thing. So I will just make it as an improper fraction. 5 divided by 3 minus 11 by 5. So I will make them into the same denominator. 11 by 15, sorry. 11 by 15. So I will make all of them into the same denominator. I will make everything by 15. So it will be 25 by 15 minus 11 by 15. So the final answer will be 14 by 15. So this is for each step will be having 1 mark. Is there anyone have difficulties or get confused? Okay, if for example you choose the division, so same, I will change everything into improper fraction first. So it will be 9 by 4. Okay, not wait. Let me write it with a pencil. So 9 by 4 and then divided by 3 by 7. This is stop until here, you already get 1 mark. And then this is division, we can change it into multiplication. So 9 by 4, we can change it into multiplication. Multiply 7 by 3. This is another 1 mark. And then we check the answer. The answer, if you do not do the cancelling, the answer it will be 63 by 12. But since the question is asking in the lowest term, so I will just do cancelling the 9 and 3. I will cancel all of them. This is will be 3. This is will be gone, or this is will be 1. So I will just do 3 times 7, 21 by 4. In the lowest term, so please make it as improper fraction. Mixed number. When I change it into mixed number, it will be 5 1 per 4. Is there anyone who get confused? For those who choose the division question, is there anyone who get confused? Okay, for those who choose the multiplication, do the same thing. So I will change everything into the improper fraction. So I will change it become 8 by 7. Something like this, we can do cancelling. So we can do cancelling the 8 and 16. We can cancel them divided by 8. 8 divided by 8 will be equals to 1. And then the 16 divided by 8 will be equals to 2. There is nothing left that I can do cancelling. So it will be 5 times 1, which is equals to 5. 2 times 7 will be equals to 14. So if you write all the steps and then the final answer is correct, you will be getting 3 marks. Is there anyone who get confused so far? If anyone get confused, feel free to ask. Do not stay quiet. Anything is confusing or not? No? Okay, if nothing is confusing, I will move to the last question. Yeah, in this last question, so many people get wrong. Because please kindly look at the dot properly. The dot is only at number 2. So it means the digit that keep repeating only number 2. So we have the x. The x will be equals to 0.322222, something like this. Not 0.323232 because the dot only at the top of number 2. So it means only number 2 that keeps repeating. Because it's only one dot, so it means only one digit that is repeating. Because one digit that is repeating, so we need to find 10x, not 100x. Even though it's look like 2 digits, but we only focus on the digit that is repeating. Only one digit, so we just need to find the 10x. If the x is 0.3222 something, so the 10x will be 3.2222 and so on. So if we do subtraction, 10x minus x, the result will be equals to 9x. And then 3.222 minus 0.3222, the answer will be 2.9. It's not okay to combine the fraction and decimal all together. So I will multiply everything by 10. It will be 90x is equals to 29. So later for the final answer, the x will be equals to 29 by 90. Please read the question properly. You must show all your working. So you have to show the steps. No step, even though the answer is correct, you will only get 1 mark. Is there anyone who get confused still at this question? Is there anyone who get confused or get difficulties? Is there anyone?
Teacher, if I'm wrong, I should lose how many marks? 3, right?
It's 3 marks, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's 2 marks. Yeah. So I make a mistake in here. I counted as 2 marks yesterday. Yeah. If you are wrong, so you will be losing 3 marks. Yeah. Okay. So,
Teacher, it's so hard to see, so teacher.
huh?
From far, if you read from far, if you don't really good, close to the
Oh, my
the
my handwriting.
corner.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, the small dot is so it's hard to see, teacher.
Okay, sorry. Later I will make my handwriting bigger then. Sorry for that. Yeah. And then for this question, this is 2 digit. So the x, because the dot is at 2 digit, so the x will be equals to 0.181818 and so on. Because this is 2 digit
Teacher,
that is repeating. Yes, Pipi?
I, I before do the test, I make it 10 because I thought so it turns out it's 100, so I have to change it up now.
Yeah. If you want,
So,
you can change it now. 100x, because 2 digits, so it will be 100x. Multiplied by
yeah,
100. Yes?
I just realized it.
Yeah.
Forget.
It's okay. At least now you know your mistake. So later in the next chapter wise test, if maybe the school reopen or maybe at the IGCSE test, you will be remember your mistake and you will not repeat the same mistake. It's okay for not to make a mistake. It means that you are learning and you are trying to be better. That's okay. Now let us continue. So how many x it will be? 100x minus x, it will be equals to 99x. And then the 18.1818 minus 0.181818, it will be only 18. So the x it will be equals to 18 divided by 99. This number we can simplify because the question is showing as a fraction in its lowest term. If you do not make it into the lowest term, you will be losing 1 mark. The final answer has to be 2 by 9. Oh, 2 by 11. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I go too fast? Anything that I need to repeat from the question 1 until question 11? Is there anything that I need to repeat or revise more? Is there anything confusing? No? Okay. If nothing is confusing, you can